everyone. Welcome to tonight's weekly update. I'm Adriana Ortez.
I'm Juliet Cloys, and here are this week's top stories.
Last Thursday was New Year's Eve, which means several people made promises they won't keep that long. The trick is to set your expectations really low.
That's why my New Year's resolution is to hear the same song play on the radio like a billion times.
Basic. Last week, Hawaii became the first state to raise legal smoking to age 21. And we're going to do something different tonight. With more on this, your very own Juliet Cloys.
Thank you, Adriana. You know, I like that progress is being made, but I just don't think legislation is going to do much to prevent teenagers from smoking.
You don't think it'll help?
Not in any meaningful way, no. Smoking is a real problem because of the deaths it causes from lung cancer and other things. I also know it wouldn't help for school assemblies to be held, and the mere existence of electronic alternatives to cigarettes or other things like Chantix that helps to quit smoking isn't enough incentive for people to stop smoking.
Incentive?
Yeah, but I do have an idea for how to get smokers to see the damage they're doing.
And what is that?
90% of lung cancers are from smoking.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since lung cancer patients usually need a lung transplant, the wait list for lung transplants is generally pretty full from patients who smoked or are affected by secondhand smoke. I even got a hold of the list. And at the very top, Smokey the Bear, John Cena, and everyone from the movie Grease. The list being so full of smokers is unfair to the lung cancer patients who didn't smoke and didn't bring the disease onto themselves. So to declutter that list, all the smokers and secondhand smokers will be taken off of it. They will only be allowed to take donations from their own children. So,
Wait. Their own children?
yes.
They're going to take the lungs of their own children.
Yes. So that reflects what they are doing to their children in a more literal way. They're taking their kids' lungs from them when they smoke by giving them secondhand smoke. See what I did there?
You do see the problem with this, right? Like the morals in this.
Smoking is a very serious problem, Adriana. Did you know a smoker's average life expectancy is 13 to 14 years shorter than that of a non-smoker? Imagine working your whole life, then dying just short of your very last shift.
Really?
I'm very serious about smoking, Adriana.
Okay, well, do you have any other plans? What about the smokers who aren't parents?
Yes, and this will affect all smokers regardless of whether or not they get lung cancer. A new ingredient will be added to every brand of cigarettes. One that will make smoking become a very uncomfortable situation.
And that is?
X-Lax.
It don't matter what happens.
How would that work?
Within 12 hours of
She
smoking.
is always going to
Okay, but how?
Don't ask me questions you already know the answer to. The cigarette will become a very negative thing to think about, and the rest of smokers will give up on them and switch to one of the safe alternatives. And doesn't it just make you sick to your stomach when you think about pregnant women smoking? Well, the laxatives are harmful to pregnant women, so that will be a further incentive for pregnant women not to smoke.
They're harmful to pregnant women. What other benefits are there?
Well, the vape industry, as well as the laxative industries, will go up in sales and prosper. And quitting cigarettes saves money in the long run for everybody, so it would overall boost the economy. To end smoking. While the cigarette manufacturers will be shut down, that would create space for newer, less harmful industries.
So overall, it would be better for the American economy.
And as you can imagine, family life will be much better. They will be proud of their loved ones for quitting and happy that no more movie nights will be spoiled with abrupt smoke breaks. They'll also be incredibly thankful for no more freezing in the car while their parents smoke with the window open.
That's a good point.
And
we're out of time. Now let's go to Real News Today for their segment.
good morning, America. My name is Juliet Cloys.
And mine is Adriana Ortiz.
This
And
is
this
Real News for You. A quick weather report for this bipolar weather we're having.
Just like the females lately.
Anyways, today there will be an overcast as clouds are blocking the sun with a light fog. The highs will be 50 with the lows in the mid-30s.
Seems like women aren't the only thing being overshadowed today. Just start right there.
On another note, Dawn's self-esteem movement has gotten a lot of support lately, with only mild criticism saying how the movement might leave young adolescent girls vulnerable to making comparisons with real life.
In all honesty, what's the point in the Dawn self-esteem movement? It's useless to convert society in the media's depiction of women that have unrealistic Barbie-like proportions.
What do you mean?
What I mean is we don't need to change how people view women, but how women are viewed to the world. You see, I've dwelled on this for a very, very long time, and only recently I found this blog site that supported Donald Trump, and I finally realized the solution for accepting the females, like female bodies. I realized that the accepted female body is the Photoshop versions that we all see in magazines. It's more attractive and more loved by the public than the unfiltered ones.
Adriana.
Which is why, just like the women in the Middle East, we should have women cover themselves up if they don't have the perfect body. It's a foolproof plan, if you look at it.
What about the women who do not fit in the perfect body category?
The women who don't fit into the category? Well, they're free to go about the world. They can go uncovered if they want. They're not causing any harm to anybody. But those who don't fit in, they need to respect the rest of the world from seeing their horrible, realistic bodies.
How does this benefit men and children in any way? I don't know.
You see, Julia, the reason you don't understand is because you're very close-minded. By hiding away these realistic female body proportions, and then the rest of the world can go calmly about their lives, rest assured that they'll be able to keep their lunch that day. It's seen as a way to keep purity. So why not bring it to the United States where it can be accepted by male onlookers and children?
What examples have you thought of to cover up women?
There can be many styles women can take on for this, as there's the burqa, niqab, and chadders, which are other ways women in the Middle East use to cover themselves.
Yeah, Charlie.
Okay, still, how does this even help anybody?
Okay, if you look at the revenue that the cosmetic and plastic surgery companies will get with the gain of the solution, the need for the perfect body will increase, and women would want to go out in public to be accepted. So they'll be more pressured into being what the perfect body looks like. As today, more than ever, patients are empowered with choices to achieve the results that they're seeking in plastic surgery. As if they do change their body for the better, they will be able to put their recently chiseled chins in the air with pride as they are now accepted into society.
Oh, God. Hey, all you viewers. I think we're going to go on a commercial break. So instead of wasting your life watching the news, why don't you go do something productive with your life? Like, I don't know, maybe do that thing for work, you lazy, pathetic scrubs. Good night.
This blog recently, with that.
Janice and Jen.
Smoking is a very serious problem, Adriana. Did you know smokers' average life expectancy is 13 to 14 years shorter than that of a non-smoker?